It's it's a little after 7 in the morning. I have forced myself to get out of bed and get walking. I'm in Florida and it's freezing temperatures, and I am so cold that I'm wearing 3 layers of sweatshirts and jackets and shirt. I'm actually wearing my husband's jacket over my sweatshirt, and I'm wearing gloves for the first time in decades. I don't know if anybody remembers these kind of gloves. They're totes. They're real popular, or at least they were, in New York. These are my grandmother's gloves, and she passed away in 2004. So if that gives you any idea how old these gloves are. My grandma's walking with me this morning, which my grandmother actually always took care of herself and walked at least 2 to 4 miles every single day of her life, until she physically couldn't because of cancer. And she lived just shy of her 92nd birthday. And she was never overweight, and she always dressed to the nines and never left the house without a hair in place or perfect makeup. It's really beautiful, actually, and so meticulous and stuck to a routine, and just had a high work ethic. She was something, actually, and a lot different than I am. Anyway, it is freezing out here in Florida. I said I wasn't going to make any more videos for a while, and this one can't be too long because all I have now is my phone, and my phone's not letting me upload to my computer so I can edit and do all that. So I'm back to no editing at all and just some short videos. Been in a lot of pain again with my hips, and I hadn't been doing well with my eating again. I don't know what I gained, what I lost after the 91 pounds, because I haven't weighed myself. I'm not going to torture myself. I know my body, and I can feel when I gain weight, and I can feel when I lose it, and I've always been right. I'm pretty well in tune with my body, especially because of all the inflammation from the autoimmune disease in my hands. I have rheumatoid arthritis and trigger finger, and as soon as I start messing around too much, my fingers and my hands stiffen up and stop moving. So I've been walking every day, every other day actually, last 3 days I've been walking every day. I'm forcing myself to do it. I'm appreciating these walks more for my mental health than weight loss. But of course weight loss is the goal. And, oh, sorry. Very stiff today. And the cold's not helping. I'm doing it to get some air in my body and movement. And, boy, it was like pulling teeth to get my butt out here today, especially with it being so cold. Day before yesterday, it went up to 86 degrees. Now it's down to 28 degrees. Oh, my hands hurt even with the gloves. So cold. But I'm doing it. And been going through a lot mentally. Nothing new if you've seen my videos. They're not the most exciting or celebratory videos, but I felt like I was losing my mind for the last 2 weeks. And I felt like my communication to others was not good, in that I was second guessing everything I was saying to people. I was snippy, was angry, and pain, and not feeling good, and just not fit to be around people or really even communicate with them. And of course I have to, because I have to work. And I had to tiptoe around everyone for the last 2 weeks, not because of them, but because I already knew I had to be extra careful of my emotions. I'm on medication for mood disorder, and there's just a lot going on hormonal in addition to that. And it's not stuff that I like to admit, but I promise to be transparent, especially because maybe somebody else is dealing with stuff that they don't want to say out loud, but also feel alone and afraid to say. So I'm just spilling the beans, so to speak. Oh boy. Used to be I could walk in this freezing cold with just a sweatshirt, and I would just warm up within the first 10 minutes of walking. I'd start to overheat, but I don't know if it's because of the weight that I've lost, or if it's because of, I don't know, because I'm getting older. It's just, excuse me, just not warming up. My hands are like hurting through the gloves, and these are insulated totes. They're not the isotoners they used to call them. They used to have ones that were lined and ones that aren't lined. These are the ones that are lined, so they're thermal, but my fingertips are burning. Not burning hot, but like in pain. It's the only way I can describe it. Anyway, it's just been a rough week, and I was gonna just ghost everybody and shut down the channel, shut down all my social media platforms, withdraw from all my subscriptions, to the few live streams that I belong to, and disappear from everybody. But I decided that's just cowardly, and it's stuff that I've done before, and it doesn't help. It doesn't work. It helps in the one respect of taking a break, but it doesn't. It's basically like quitting, and it isn't going to benefit me. It hasn't in the past. Not really. So I decided to write that post for those of you that follow me, that I was having some issues, which I am, health issues and not feeling well, which is true. and just take a break for a while. But I figured this morning I'm walking and I'm pushing, and this is the third day. Originally I had where I wouldn't stop unless I did a minimum of 10,000 steps or an hour of walking at least. But lately, just to get myself going, I've been doing between 20 minutes and a half hour, and 20 minutes and 40 minutes. And I've only been getting in on average between 4,000 and 6,000 steps. But I finally realized that that's 4,000 to 6,000 steps more than I would be getting if I do nothing. So I'm doing something. Anyway, I still have to go to work, but I get to go in a little bit late today because of appointments that are in the afternoon. I wanted to start walking at 6 a.m., but I just couldn't. I couldn't even stand up. Anyway, still early. I got up at 7 and out the door. So, wishing everybody a good week ahead. Not sure what my schedule is going to be in terms of videos. Maybe I'll just get one out a week for now until I fix my computer and have a better system of uploading these videos. Anyway, I'm wishing everybody a great day and a great week ahead. And I hope everyone is doing well. And I'll see you guys sooner than later.